Hello, welcome back. Last time I got all of my non-5 business done on the Island of Blobs, and I think I have like 5 5s left to go. 4 5s. Alright. Let's get them all done today. That shouldn't be a problem, right? Indestructible. I stepped into this by accident once. Okay, this is a big mess. Got a barrier, some slime, some tiles, some water, and a red bean detector. Lots of recipes. Yoink, yoink, yoink. This isn't too huge a space, but like there's a lot. Just a big mess of elements here. This is going to be very intricate. Okay, 2 potential blobs, 2 potential rollers, and 3 white beans which can become bucket or cloud. Cloud is involved, alright? When cloud is involved, things are serious. So, red bean must arrive here. Initial impulse is that the end state could look something like... Oh. Yeah, okay. Initial impulse, end state could look something like... Bucket here with a red bean in it, roller here... Roller wouldn't see me. Yeah, I was thinking bucket with red bean, gets bopped by roller, walks there, I zap it, it drops the red bean. So yeah, entire goal of the puzzle, get a red bean here. Okay. Query. With probably an obvious answer, but still worth testing, if a blob becomes a bucket that has a bean in it, does that bean clone? I think it's plausible that it might. I think it's unlikely, but I think it's plausible that it might. So you're going to be a bucket, you're going to have that in you, you're going to turn around, I'm going to have a blob friend, bump into you. Okay, clone's beanless, got it, and also stopped. Okay, that was the more likely answer. But it'd be interesting if it was the other way around. Okay, so anyway. I could totally place a stationary bucket here by blob magic, probably. However... Well, okay, I'm actually not sure about that at all. I could maybe place a stationary bucket here by blob magic. However, 1, a roller wouldn't see me through it, and 2, it wouldn't have the right kind of bean in it. The right kind of bean in it is solvable, though. I could just put a red bean there. But the roller seeing me through it problem is not. 2 rollers, though. Okay, so no bombs, no destruction occurs. Why would a cloud be involved? This is complicated. I don't have a good starting point here, so instead of going forward, let's go backward again. So red bean must get here. What are all the ways that can happen? There is exactly one, and it is bucket carries it. Okay? Bucket carries it necessarily requires horizontal motion, because this is water, I don't have any ice, or other ways to bridge across it. A bucket will definitely need to carry a red bean here. If I could destroy a roller, I could make one there, but I can't. There is no roller destruction. Okay, so... Okay, so I'm thinking an alternative to what I wanted to do with the roller unable to see me through a bucket would be for a roller to come up this way, in this convenient little channel here. I have it see me in that spot. There's a bucket here. Roller bumps it, bucket starts going that way. I distract the roller and get it out of here while that's happening. Somehow the bucket bumps against a cloud or something. Cloud would be a problem and zap the thing out of it. Blob or something there? Blob would be fine, because I do have 2 of them. And turns around. And then by the time I need to do something here, I can do something there. Okay, sounds great. So how close can I get to making that all happen? Let's start with a roller here with a bucket... Wait, why a roller there? Right, because I want a little bit of time. Yeah, that roller is a... Actually, here, I can do this. Okay. If I bring a block... Oh. Additional problem, I can't easily get a blob into this spot. I had a plan for you if I could. I need to test something. Nah, I don't really need to test. I know this works, right? I'll test anyway. Bump. Yes, okay, that bucketifies you. Exactly as I wanted. So I want that, but with the blob. There. Now, how would that happen? I think it wouldn't. There's an alternative, though. Oops, no, not that. Oh, zappy barrier. Dang, that's a problem. Oh. Of course. Well, I was gonna spawn a blob right there. And just have the bucket bump into it and have a roller end up in that corner for the bracket. Yeah, okay, so the one roller bumps it that way. The other roller is a bracket there, probably. Right, I was thinking of having a blob, but I can just do it with a roller. I mean, I haven't used all my tools yet, so obviously there's some reason to spawn a cloud. And another blob. Okay, so let me make absolutely sure that I know I need a bucket moving horizontally in this row. Red bean must go there. Can't destroy roller. No one else can carry a bean. No vines, no ice, therefore no going there myself. Yeah, okay. A bucket must be in this row going horizontally. Once I have that, I'm pretty much done. Okay. Other than maybe some bracketing here. And, you know, starting the bucket moving and stuff. Okay, so where is that bucket coming from? Since I have two blobs, there is potential for the bucket to come from... I don't like a lot of things about this, however... Just to show that it is possible, I can do this. Oops. Okay, I got a bucket in that row. Can't interact with it in any other way, though. And there's no way to make a roller go that way or that way with you in this position. This is a bad position. Could I? No. That's the answer. I could not. It'd be real neat if I could somehow place a cloud. No, it wouldn't. It'd be a cloud. It'd be bad. Okay. For a bucket to be in that row... Well, now hang on. I see a job for a cloud, maybe. Here's a job for a cloud. Zapping something around that barrier. Oh, yeah! I think I see lots of potential in this. I see something I like. Okay, I hate the amount of buckets it uses, but I might still be able to do this anyway. Really? You think so? Maybe. Okay, so there's a potential cloud. Here's an actual blob. Yeah, it's gonna have to be there, who is now a bucket. You're gonna pick that back up, and I'd prefer you didn't, but you're gonna. So I'll just make you drop it again. Now you go away. So we got a potential cloud there. You need to carry a blob bean that way. Oh, that's a problem. Might be solvable with timing. Let me get my contraband out of here. Oh. It's not especially solvable with timing, unless I can, like, get a roller to do a job for me. Oh, good grief. Not the most implausible thing I've ever seen, but it's not looking great. That's gonna zap before the bucket bumps. Okay. I want the bucket to bump that thing before it cloudifies. It seems like that's going to be unlikely. Remaining tools is one more roller. Okay, so that looked like it wasn't going anywhere good. Alright, so the main hazard of putting a cloud up here is of it turning the blob that I want to turn into a bucket into a cloud instead. An issue I see with... I had a thought, but then I thought about something else and forgot about it. Never mind. Let's go back to basics. Get a red bean here. For that to happen, bucket must be moving horizontally in this row. For that to happen, a bucket has to be here. And something has to push it. Okay? If the bucket is there, that's the one and only position in this entire row that I can traverse. Therefore, the bucket definitely can't be there. If the bucket were here, I could manually push it. Oh. Well, that sounds nice. However, I can't get a bucket there because that would require me to get a blob there, which as far as I can tell cannot happen. Yes. A blob cannot ever go here. I am certain of this. Because the only ways for it to go there would be for it to first have grown in that spot, or for me to have led or pushed it there. I can't lead or push because this is only one wide area I can step in, and I don't have access to the other side of it. And nothing else can move a blob as far as I know right now. Okay? So I am not transforming a blob into a bucket in this position. Therefore, I'm doing something else. A blob could go here, could it? I don't have enough buckets to put a blob there. Yeah, I do not have enough buckets to put a blob there. Well, I mean, I do, but... Well, no, I don't, because I'd have to bucket the blob bean and also the cloud bean. That takes two separate buckets. And if I'm using one of my blob beans here, then yes, the other one could turn into a bucket, but not 2 columns away from my existing vertically moving bucket. Only 1 column away. Right? There's no way I could have a vertically moving bucket here and turn a blob into it from all the way over there. No, of course not. How could that ever happen? I can go at most 1 column away. And that puts the cloud uncomfortably close to the bucket. Now, there's no way the cloud could be here, right? No, that would block this bucket who needs to touch the blob to transform it. Okay, so this looks like a puzzle where it's very hard to see the task I want to do, but once I see it, it's not going to be too tricky to actually pull off. So I think it's just that one dimension of difficulty, just seeing what even is my... So, let's go back to basics. Get a red bean here. In order to do that, a bucket must be horizontally moving in this row. In order to do that, a stationary bucket must exist in... any space in this row except this one and this one. All others could theoretically be possible. Not this one. This one's impossible because the only way to get it moving would be a roller, then that roller would be stuck here and I couldn't get it out without... okay, yeah, so let's cross off spaces where I definitely can't spawn a bucket. So here, because it jams up the place, I can't get into that row and I need to be in that row. I am sure of that. I need to be in that row. Here, because it's directly next to the water and there's no way to push it right instead of left, so it would sink. Here looks valid, because a roller could theoretically bump from that angle, there could be something solid there, and I could get the roller back out. This might be an invalid spot. No, it's not. No. Roller doesn't have to come all the way out, just bump down there. Okay, so here, same deal, roller rolls that way, something brackets that way, roller gets out of the way, bucket walks over there. Sounds fine. Here is fantastic, because all I would need is something bracketing there, and I'd be done, so I really don't think it's going to end up going there. Would be nice if I could, though. Here is great, that's even better, because I can just push it manually, and, no, I still need bracketing, because it wouldn't run over this space where I can place a red bean until it was headed that way, and I would still need that. Okay, so this is equally good as this, and I think they're both not going to happen. Here is actually bad. This is invalid. Because the only way to get that moving would be a roller coming from that way, then the roller would get stuck there. Okay, so not here, not here, not here, not here. Okay, so no, 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 no. So that leaves these two extremely appealing spots, which are probably too appealing. And I just can't conceive of how a bucket could ever get into one of those. They're tiled, so I can't grow it. Yeah, okay, no, hang on. This is actually easy to deduce. They're tiled, so I can't grow it. They're unblob placeable, so I can't grow a blob there, and I can't lead or push a blob there. Therefore, these two are invalid. Therefore, it is one of these two spaces. Okay, that's what I thought it was. So, a stationary bucket must exist in one of these two spaces. This one looks more appealing because there's some distance. I could like wedge something in between a cloud and it if I'm using a cloud. And this looks like a very likely cloud spot because of the absence of this barrier and the presence of that barrier here and here. Okay, so I think a cloud is going there. I think... I don't have enough white beans to carry bucket formation here. So I am spawning a blob and bumping it with a bucket to turn it into itself. Okay, so I think... I'm one bucket short of doing this, though. What I did want to do... Hold on, wait, am I sure I can't... Wait, why couldn't I do it in these two columns? Maybe I can. Here's a cloud. Here's a bucket, just going up and down. Here's a potential bucket that is now an actual bucket. You're going up. You don't have anything in you yet. You should. Take this with you. You take this with you, by the way. Leave it there, thanks. And your job is finished. Right, so now why didn't I... Oh, because I can't zap you! That's the issue. The cloud needs to get that out. But that's no good. Buckets take a turn to do their thing. Buckets take a turn to... Sorry, buckets take a turn to turn around. So if the cloud is extracting that from you... Do I need to, like, make an invalid recipe there? Well, how do I think I would do that? I think I wouldn't. So no. So if the cloud has to get that out of you, then it's going to zap the blob and zap the blob again, turning it into a cloud. If these are my only two buckets, you would have to turn around in time to bump that before the cloud hits it, and I don't even know what the... Okay, I guess I can test this. Who wins between a cloud trying to zap a blob and a bucket trying to bump a blob? If those are both happening on the same turn. I went this one earlier. Zap. Cloud wins. Okay, so that wouldn't have worked anyway. Okay, well cool. So that categorically excludes that from my solution. Alright then. This is called indestructible. I wonder why that is. Because the cloud can't be destroyed? And is just a super pest in my way after it's done the part that I want it to do? And I don't get any bombs, etc. And rollers can't be destroyed, right? If I could destroy a roller, I'd be done already. Okay, so anyway, I think I dead-ended on my current line of thoughts and I need to find another. That's me! Okay, so let's play with this. Oh, not there. Here. Some concepts here. So blob bean, bucket. What's convenient about these things is the bucket can... but I can't zap it there! This keeps happening. I really want to zap a bean in that spot, but I can't. Let's play with it somewhere that I can just pretend, I guess. So let's pretend this is the north side of the puzzle instead of the south one. Okay, that's... Okay, no, that's actually a problem. I'll do it this way. Yeah, so I'm pretending. Great. Oh, and also the bucket would have to do a different thing there. Okay, I don't think this pretending exercise is very useful. Probably, but okay, so... No, you don't look at me. No. So that comes here. You bump that. It starts it moving. Boing, boing, boing. I get the roller out of there. You start moving that way. I would still have a... Okay. Note, can't spawn two rollers in a puzzle because I need one red bean to be a red bean. Okay. So all solutions that I do must involve only one roller. Okay, so that did lead to one insight. One roller or fewer. Probably exactly one, I would guess. Well, unless I'm going to blob clone one. Okay, I could have two rollers by blobbing one. If somehow that would still be compatible with finishing. Because I do have sort of an extra blob here. I was assuming I turned it into a bucket, but maybe that's not true. I'm thinking of, like... Suspicious of the fact that I can do this. Why is this channel open here? It might mean nothing. It doesn't necessarily mean that's a space I have to walk to get this done. Huh. Okay, well, I need a new idea. Alright, I got a cool idea I want to try. This won't quite result in anything getting done, but I just want to see it. How would this ever work? So I had the idea of, all of my thinking was in that a roller over here cannot start a bucket moving because that's only 2 spaces away, but I'm wondering if with some cloud interference I could make that happen. So if, let's see, how would I lay this out though? So with the roller alive already. Okay, so this is fine. So cloud lives, I go there. No. The roller covers the beans before the cloud zaps, and that doesn't make a bucket that the roller collides with. Okay, so turn processing order, just not doing things the way I want it to. But again, I can strike that off my list of things to investigate, because it categorically does not work. Lots of the things I want to do involve a bean here and a bean here. It would be so nice if I could somehow make that happen. I guess I can if that bean is not a purple one, if neither bean is a purple one, but I want one of them to be. So there's buckets in those 2 columns. See, I keep thinking of something like a cloud here, a blob there, this bucket bumps the blob, a roller in between acts as a locking mechanism to control when the cloud has line of sight in the blob, and hold off its lightning for long enough for the bucket to collide with it and turn it into a blob after you've zapped twice, once to get the bucket out and once to turn the thing into a blob. Then once that roller is in place, I've, cloned another roller? And no. It's fine if I have an empty bucket here. Yes, okay. This is fine in a lot of ways. There's a barrier here, so I'm safe from the cloud's lightning. I could certainly just walk right up here, put down a red bean. The bucket would, if it's perturbed, go pick up the red bean, and I don't need any more cloud protection since after that. It just feels so probable that I want to get a bean here and here. Like, everything feels like it just works if I do that. I use all my tools, they all make sense. But it seems like that requires either to already have a bucket in this row going back and forth, or to have 2 separate buckets split apart by this much, which appears to be impossible, while still maintaining another blob bean. Indestructible, so no getting beans back. Like, I'm just trying to think of all the ways I can slam a bucket and a blob together. There's this one, but then it ends with that blob going horizontally. And buckets cannot ever change their axis of movement once established. And if I turn both my blobs into buckets here and here, then I have none left to turn into a bucket up there. So somehow... Wait, can I mean, the answer is no, but let's mess with it anyway. I mean, if you want to move at the same time, then there's no way I can have you, like, take a step and then... Well, even if I could, that still would require you to be moving horizontally. So I think that's impossible. But that just, like, destroys any plans that I have. Without that, I have nothing. Because this locking mechanism with a roller inserting in between a cloud and a purple bean sounds great. But I can't get the beans that far apart. I can do these 2 columns, but that's useless. These 2 columns has an obvious problem. That obvious problem being there's no space in between the cloud and where the purple bean will be. This is the closest to anything that I have, but nothing can stop a cloud except breaking its line of sight. Whoa, I just pressed the button, but I didn't press it hard enough to take. That's all that happened. There's no way that bucket could already be turning around. Oh, but what about... Okay. What about a roller protecting that bean from being shot by being on top of it? Now that has potential. Instead of between, do the other kind of between. Okay. Potential, yes. Do I really think I'll be able to make it happen? I don't know. It's more promising looking than anything else I've seen here so far. I can pre-position things. Yeah, okay, no, I like this. This looks very promising. Hold up. Okay, so you be vertical, bring that white bean. You bring that thingy over. Yeah, I want that white bean there. I didn't put down the thingy. And I have another job for you. I guess I don't want to actually bring that white bean yet. You can just stay in the bucket. Until when exactly? Okay, so there are issues here, lots of them. Main one being, I can't excite the roller quickly enough to get it there in time to collide with this bucket and already be in place. Oh, and I can't have that bean placed down. Dang, okay. Maybe I can still do this. So, alright, let's just make a cloud. Hold on. Not yet. I don't think I can use you anymore, so you just splish in the water. So the cloud is the roller backstop now. I guess I really needed this not to be moving yet. That's fine. Okay. So I make a stationary bucket. Okay. White bean gets transported up. This bucket does that. Great. I make a stationary bucket here in this column. Cool. Bean goes there. Cloud could probably go ahead and spawn at this point. Roller comes this way. Bumps into the... Not yet. What do you mean, not yet? How am I gonna get that bean and the roller there at the same time? That's looking unlikely. And now that's just made everything worse. No obstacles possible down here. The timing does not work out. You would need to be arriving, like rolling that way from there right now. Or actually right now. It's too far away. Okay, let's say I could have successfully done that. Let's pretend Instead of a blob there's a roller sitting on top of a purple bean. I would turn this bucket around. Once again, I need to teleport from here to here, because to get the roller off at a thing... Second problem, the cloud wins. If the cloud is zapping a blob and also a bucket is bumping it, cloud wins. So no, roller on top of bean does not work. Okay, so I'm back to really wanting them split apart by this amount of space. But that's something I can't have. So what? Oh, hold on. Maybe there is a way to do that. What would this look like? Oh, check it out. This works. Right? That looks pretty good to me. I think that's plausible. And it's exactly the sort of silly trickery I would need to do for this. Yeah, okay, so roller exists. Great. Bucket, you start going up there. Roller, you get ready to lock in place. Am I already at the wrong time? Let's find out. No, it's perfect. Oh, I did it. Okay. Great, great, I'm done. Okay, that was it. Good. Alright. And now just assuming I can do the roller shuffle, which is trivial. There's nothing to it. Okay. Nice. 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 Very nice. You get out of the way. You bring that there. I zap ya. And we're done. Cool. 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 Alright. Alright. That was pretty satisfying. Took a bit to get there, but once again I had to evaluate like every possibility and do a hybrid solution between... Well, really it was just that one insight of cloud in the corner zaps a blob, turning it into a cloud, instead of a bucket coming in here. Oh, that barrier doesn't activate itself until I actually step in here. Yeah, okay, yeah, just the one tweak on the thing that I always wanted to do. My intuition was correct, just the way of setting it up was not. Alright, great! So that's 1-5 down, 3 more to go. Oh hey, I can do this now. Let's do this. Blobs! Carl Eichinger, Tradition Project. Congratulations, Initiate. With this ritual, you finish your work on the Island of Blobs. Just as the blob follows you through the twisting passages of a puzzle, so shall you follow the wisdom of the great masters. Just as the blob adapts and learns from the monsters it encounters, so shall you use what you have learned here to adapt and learn from each trial and each sorrow that you encounter in life. The 6th phase of your training is now complete. What do you think? Did I get the tone right? That was kind of fun to write. K.E. Oh, so this is from the desk of Carl Eichinger. He invented the monster, the puzzles came into existence, but this book didn't. He wrote this. The rest were written by the islands themselves, weren't they? Let's just verify this real quick. Let's go back to, like, this spot. Not from the desk of Carl Eichinger. Okay. So some meaning to him always signing his name on his work. Where did you put me? Up here. Okay, gotcha. Alright, cool. So, I conquered the island, but there are 3 more puzzles to do. They all look very colorful, and I'll do them next time.